In today's After Effects video tutorial, I'm gonna be showing you 4 motion graphic techniques: the circle burst, line animation, repeater, and the last one, which is the duplication of these elements, resizing them, varying them, and transforming them to fill in your composition and showing them that you did a lot of work on it. So let's go inside After Effects and take a look at it. First, grab the pen tool and make sure the fill is none and the stroke is a solid color, and the size of your stroke is 5 pixel, or it's up to you guys, whatever is the size you want it to use and what color is it. So for me, for this tutorial sake, I will just use the white color and 5 pixel size of the stroke, and then after that I will draw a line like this. You can do whatever lines you want to make. For me, it's just this one, just to show you first how I will animate it, just by clicking this small arrow in here and then click the trim path. First, if you want to make your end cap right here, this is the end cap. If you want it rounded, you can go to the shape and look for the stroke. Here you can have the option to choose whatever end cap you want to, but for me, I just want it round, so I'll choose round cap and then go back to trim path. For this line, for this path, I just want to make an animation, a simple animation, by clicking the end. So to create a keyframe here and then go to probably 2 seconds. And then make it 100%. And then I will go back here, probably 10 frames. And then I will create a keyframe on the start. Then move forward, probably another 2 seconds. Make it 100%. So now if you will play this one, you are now having an animation of your path that you draw. So I will just highlight this all and make it easy. Sometimes I do just duplicate it, and then because this is a layer, so I have to transform the layer, flip vertically and horizontally, so it's interesting to see. Now you have a nice animation. If you want to, just click here and create another one, just a small one if you want. And then make animation again in here by clicking this add, click trim path, and then end cap should be rounded. So we'll just click the stroke and choose the round cap in here, and then go back to the trim path, and then I will make another keyframes in here, maybe 15 frames. I will make this end another keyframe here and make it 0 again. Then move forward to about probably 115 and I will make it 100%, and then move forward a bit, and then I will create another keyframe for the start. Move forward, and then another frames will be created by adjusting it to 100%. So if we will play this, you will see nice, eh? So again, if you want to create another shape by duplicating it, you can duplicate it in here and then click the shape, transform it. Probably the position is on the other side, a bit lower, and rotate it. If you want to, you can rotate it if you want to. So if we will look at it, the animation is kind of like that, right? If you want to make more of it, just duplicate it if you want to create one. But for me, for now, I will just duplicate this layer, and then because it's layer, I will transform it again horizontal, and again I will transform it to vertical. So now you have a very interesting line animations. In order to create a circle burst, you have to go to the shape tool and choose the ellipse tool. Make sure that the fill is none, stroke is solid color like this, enabled it, and then the size of the stroke is 5 and color is white, but it's up to you to choose whatever you want to use, the color or the size that you have to change. It's up to you. And then click the shift and hold it to create a perfect circle. I'm just gonna make sure that the anchor point is at the center. Then go to ellipse, click it, go to stroke, make an animation of the stroke width by creating a frame at the probably 15 frames. Click a keyframe, and probably I'll just add a 15 frame again so that it's total of 1 second, and I will make this one 0, and then easy is this 2. Then I will go to transform and go to scale, make a keyframe on the scale, go to 0, click the scale and make this one 0 2, and go to 1 second. Make it 100%. And then I will easy it. Now as you can see, you now created a circle burst. So if you want to create some more circle burst, all you have to do is just to duplicate it, control D and duplicate it, and probably 12 times. So there we go, and then highlight it all. And probably cut it to just a bit of 1 second, more than probably 1.05, and then split it all, and then delete. That means that your circle bursts are just up to this point, right? So all you have to do is just to click it and move it wherever you want in your canvas, just like that. Highlight the other one and then transfer it to wherever you want, just like mine here. I transfer it here. This one I'll transfer it here. And move all the layers a bit so that it's not the same. So there will be a variation in animating it. So now let's see. When we play it, it's nice to look at, right? You created an interesting shapes. So it's just easy. It's up to you guys what size. You can change it here. Color, the size. It's up to you. The animation, you can change it if you want to. One of my After Effects favorite feature is the repeater. First, I will activate the title action save. So I will determine the center of my canvas and then grab the pen tool and draw at the center, just like this. And then click the layer and you will see a small arrow in here. Just click it and then choose the repeater. You will see there's already 3 copies of your lines. All you have to do is just again click on the repeater and then make a change in your copies. Me, I want to change it to 12 copies. And then go to transform repeater 1 and change some of the figures in here. I will change the position X to about 0 and then change the rotation probably by 30 degrees. How I arrived 30 degrees? It is because 360 to 12 copies of lines, so that's why I arrived 30 degrees. And then I will also change the anchor point, the y-axis, to 60. And you will see now that there is a difference in your shape. After that, you go to the layer, highlight it, and press the layer like this, and then transform it by clicking the center anchor point in layer content, so that the anchor point will be at the center of your shape. So if you want to rotate it, just click the transform, make a keyframe on rotation, and then move forward to about 1 second and probably 15, and then make it 90 degrees. And after that, let's see what happens. Your shape now is rotating to about 90 degrees. If you want your shape to be more interesting in animation, if you want to use the explosion techniques again, all you have to do is to go back to your shape layer and then click again the arrow in here and go to trim paths and create a keyframe in order for you to animate it again. I will make the keyframe at the end and then go to about 20 frames, and then I will change it to about 0, go back to about 10 frames, and make a keyframe on the start and move forward to about another 10 frames and make it 100%, and highlight all of this, and easy is it. We can see we have now created the repeater with explosion technique. If I will toggle this visibility icon in here, turn it on, enable it all, you will see there is a variation of my shapes in terms of sizes, transformations, locations, and even the layers here. I move it so that some of it will not be appearing at the same time. So we will go to the next technique. The last motion graphics technique that I'm gonna be teaching you is the duplication of your shapes, resizing it, varying it, transforming it, and showing your clients as if you made a lot of effort on it. So let's start by clicking the shape tool. I will just choose the ellipse tool and make sure the fill is none and the stroke is enabled. And I will just use the color white and the pixel is 30, so that you will clearly see while I'm working this one. And then to make a perfect circle, just click shift and then click your mouse and hold it and then drag it down. And make sure that your anchor point is always at the center by clicking the control and then go to pan behind tool and click it twice. So the anchor point will be at the center of your shape. If you want your shape to be at the center of your canvas, just go to Align tool, click the horizontal alignment and the vertical alignment. So now object is now at the center of your canvas. So open ellipse tool, stroke. The line cup should be rounded and then close it back. As you can see here, small arrow, just click the trim paths and then open it up. And as you can see, you can create a keyframe in here by clicking this stopwatch and then just make it 0 and then move forward to about 1 and 10 seconds, I guess, and then make this one 100% and then go back to about again 10 frames maybe, and then make a keyframe to start and then move forward to about 1 and 20 seconds and make this one 100%, and then click one more frame and split the layer, go to edit and then split layer by clicking it, and then delete the portion that you don't use anymore. If we play this one, as you can see, we already have an animation, this a circle animation. So after that, all you have to do is to duplicate it by clicking the Control D or go to edit, click duplicate. You can click it up, but to me I will just use the shortcut keyboard, which is Control D. Then I will highlight it and press rotation and Shift S, which is the scale, because these are the only two that I'm gonna be tweaking for it. So first I will scale it up like this and then change probably the pixels. I will change it up to about maybe 30. And then scaling it up a bit. I think that should be good enough. And then the rotation, I will make it a bit different on the other shape. I will duplicate it again and click the R and Shift S. So I will first, probably this time I will make it smaller, like this, and then I will maintain the rotation on it. I will just highlight this one and press U, and then I will just make it probably more quicker to animate, but this time This must be, I think, pixel probably 10, so that there will be a variation, and I will adjust the gap between these two by clicking the scale. There you go. And then I will duplicate again this one. Click again the rotation and the scale. And this time I will make it more smaller. Like that. And I will make the size of the stroke probably much more smaller to probably 5. So now as you can see, there's a little bit of variation on the shapes. Maybe press again the U so that you can change the variation of this keyframe. Maybe make it a bit faster. So if we will play this one, let's see what happens. You will create a very complicated animation to look at, but it's just duplication actually, and tweaking it up a bit. So this is just an example of a technique that you have to use sometimes. It's up to you what animation you would like to use and how to tweak it. So I will just set an example about this. I have also this one here. This is also another set of example that you can apply just by duplication. So it's up to your preferences which one do you want to apply, and I hope guys that you will use it later on with your own project when you have, and I'm so glad if you will comment down below and show me that you have made more better animations. Thank you guys and good luck. See you for the next videos that I'm gonna be uploading on this channel, and don't forget to subscribe and like and press the notification bell so that you will always be updated on my videos. Thanks guys.